Hi everybody, welcome back to another tutorial. This one is going to be a Smurf balloon. And I wanted to just do something fun, something cool. The movie's going to be out soon, but I'm sure if, as time goes on, this is going to be dated. So anyway, this is just a chance for you to learn how to make a Smurf. Not too hard to do, which is really cool. Let me go and hold it up close so you can see. There's the artwork that I use. I'm just holding it there just for a little bit so you can kind of study it, because at the end I'm probably just going to do some basic artwork just so we can get through to the end of the video. Just so we primarily spend most of our time on twisting, and then you can work on your art during your own time. No big deal, you get good at it that way. So these are the markers I'm using today. I'm going to use just a white. Actually, I take that back. I might use the white a little bit at the end, but I'm definitely going to use the blue and the black when I go to do the art. Let's talk about the balloons real quick. It is a couple of rounds right here that we're using. Okay, a white and they're both same size, 5-inch, but I just squeeze this one a little bit by rolling that knot. We got that bit right there. And then this is going to be for the body piece. And then we have our other balloon sizes we have here. A 350. And two 260s, a white and a pale blue. Okay, so the way I do my videos is always the same. I bring down the sound, and then I twist and I do voiceover, and hopefully I don't go too fast or too slow. So go ahead and turn that sound down, and we'll get started. Here we go. All right, so the first balloon I'm going to start off with is a 350. So for this part, we're going actually to get the head for the structure. So it is a segment, a pinch twist, and then another segment, and then another pinch twist. So those pinch twists are becoming our ears, and usually pinch twists are also known as ear twist. It makes sense. So there we go. So now I'm going to take that nozzle and I'm going to roll it into that second pinch twist that I made. Okay, and I'm going to go around just a few times because I really want that to be secure. Don't want to lose that. All right, so I'm going to just pull that nozzle through there just to really secure it, and then I do need the rest of this, so I did cut it off at the end there. Okay, so I got this tail hanging out. See? There we go. So you can kind of get a good look at that. There we are. All right, so gonna move right to my white round. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to create a smaller bubble, which is known as a sidewall bubble. There you go, by giving a squeeze. This is something you're gonna want to play with if you never did it before. Really interesting technique. I'm just gonna use a single sidewall bubble. If you ever watch other designs by great artists like Stephanie Gins and Cody Williams, you see that they use this technique well, pardon me, I'll get back to that in just a moment. So what I'm doing is I actually wrap the tail of that balloon around that sidewall bubble, and then I went across to the other ear. So now it's just sitting there on top, and it's being held in place by that piece of balloon that I pulled across. See, I just wrapped it around so it wouldn't come loose. So now all I have to do is roll that bubble through, and it's gonna give me my hat, the hat look. So this is probably the most interesting part of the whole balloon itself. There we go. See, so it's just sitting down inside there now, so we don't have to do two sidewall bubbles, whereas before you might have needed a heart to do two. You can get away with it by doing just the white round. Okay, and so right now I'm splitting this blue. It's gonna be our body. Okay, and by having that segment there, now I can run that piece of balloon that I have left. I can run it right across the bottom there, and it's going to end up across one ear. Then I'm going to loop it, and I'm going to come back to the other ear again just to really secure it in place. There we go. So it holds in there really, really nicely and really tight. Okay, and that's what you want when you work with these structures, especially when it comes to bigger design like this. You really want it to be nice and sound. So with the 260 here now, I'm going to go ahead and create our arms. So it's just a pinch twist with the loop. Then I'm going to measure the arm, and then twist it in to the torso, and then I'll measure the other side. So as I was saying, really quick, I just want to take a quick, just a notification for people. If you don't know these artists, Stephanie Gins and Cody Williams, really great artists. And if you've seen their designs, I believe it was Stephanie Gins first that had used the heart to do the two sidewall bubbles to create the look for the hair for the trolls. And specifically Poppy, the little princess troll. And so yeah, it was definitely her that did that. And so I just wanted to, do something along the same lines, but I didn't always have, and I know some people sometimes don't have hearts around, but they might have some whites. And so there's just one way to accomplish the same thing. So kudos to him, but her, I think, is the first one I saw do it. So anyway, you see I did the arms, I finished that up, and so you notice here with the white, I did leave a little tail on it, and I'm going to use that later to wrap that around the body. So right now I'm just doing a segment, a pinch twist, then I'm going to follow that with 2 loops. There we go, there's 1 foot, and then we have our other loop. It's going to be our 2nd foot. There we go. And then I just give those both a twist, and then I'm going to come back up and measure for that 2nd leg. There we go. And I'm going to end up tying this twice at the top here just because I definitely don't want to lose it. But there we go. Just do a little bit, break off a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and tie that one more time. Okay. And so when I get up to the top here, or to add these legs in, I'm just going to take one of those tails. You could take 2 if you want, but I'm going to wedge it in from the side there, and then I'll bring the legs down to the lower part of the torso. So I'm just bringing them up there, so that way if I, wind the balloon in there really tight, when I bring the legs down, we'll create ourselves, a little bit of friction there, and definitely some pull on that white balloon to give it, make it nice and strong. So there you go. That's the reason I do that. So we're pretty much to the end of the structure right here, as you can tell. Just giving it one last look over, and we'll go over to the art. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we made it to the end of the structure. Hopefully you didn't find the twisting very difficult. Again, when you're watching these, pause it, take your time, study it, do it, no rush on it. So let's go over the artwork really quick. Like I said, I'm gonna make it really basic. But let me hold this one up here one more time so you can kind of study it. There you go. Give me 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna do real basic. I'm gonna just make an oval there for the nose, and I'll hold it up there so you can see. There you go. So in case you haven't guessed by now, I do have a few books on cartooning and stuff like that, so. There we go. Okay. And I'm just gonna go up. So you can take a look at those eyes, and then I'm just gonna end with some black here, and then we'll call it a day. So you can see, even though it doesn't have the white in there yet, you can definitely see where it's going. Okay. So let me go one more time, show you the finished. You do add the white in there if you want to. Okay. And then this is where we ended with this one. Okay. So hopefully you enjoy the structure. Again, like I said, hopefully it's not too long to learn how to do this. Probably the most challenging part out of this whole design is probably just the little sidewall bubble for the hat. But I think just with enough practice, you'll definitely get it. And then what else was I gonna say? The biggest thing is thank you very much. And oh, an idea: if you make these, take them to your local theater, and you never know, you could land some work out of this. So just put your balloons out there and have fun with them. And I think with that, I'll leave you. And so as always, happy twisting.